Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with DP Addiction Adventures. How are you guys today? I feel like it has been forever because it has been, but I am here and live. Thank you for swinging over. I know that there's a couple people that go on Friday nights, but I was out. It was supposed to be a little cookout with friends, and they had a little sprinkle party for Willow, and we had lots of fun, and I literally just got home like 4 minutes ago. Hey, Pommy Angel. Hi, sweetheart. I hope your day is going well. Hey, Diamond Sparkle Chase. SNJ, congratulations. I saw some posts going on. That's wonderful. Hey, Painting with Becca. Good to see you. Hi, Robert. Hey, Danielle. Oh, I'm so excited. So I am working, just a second. It's underneath you. So you're going to, hey, Fairy Tale. Hey, Ginger's Hobby Corner. Hi, One Fun Diamond Painter. Thank you so much, Deanna. Okay, so I decided on the retreat I was going to do my pig sirens. So I only was able to work on it. Karen, my bestie. I was only able to work on it Thursday night. And then Friday I left the retreat. So I didn't get as much done as I had hoped. Now I'm going to have to slide it under you guys again. So, woo! Hang on, peeps. Hang on. Hi, Yvonne. Good to see you. You guys are like swinging around everywhere. You might hear baby crying in the background. My daughter and husband are taking care of her, making sure. I don't know, S&J. I'm going to have to look back at my unboxings. It was sent to me for a review, and I've kind of had fun with it on and off screen, and I thought I would just work on it. Thank you. She is adorable inside and out. I am loving. Okay, so I need 3760. Crinkle, crinkle. Okay, Fairy Tale. Do you know what? I'm getting so many packages. I'm actually going to post on Instagram. What am I looking for? 37. It's 160. 3760. Okay. That's what we're working on tonight. Hey, Suzanne. So yeah, I've got so many packages. So if you want to message me or let me know, definitely I can look into it and see. Hey, Melly, sweetie, how are you? How was your time? Like, you started your rotation, didn't you? I was thinking about you while I was at the hospital. I was like, oh my goodness. Oh, I do. I have a lot of packages. I was told I'm not supposed to open them until July 11th unless told otherwise. So they are all stacked up in my living room. So Fairy Tale, I'm sorry. I think I have, what, Tim, like 20 packages, 22 packages in our living room right now. So they're just stacked up. If you have the like code or something, hey Crystal, how you holding up? If you have like the tracking number you could send me, then I can look on the package. Oh, Willow! Yes, Chris and Gal, I missed you guys so much. The retreat was fabulous, though. I'm so excited. We are meeting this next week to discuss when the next retreat is going to be. Oh, I'm so glad to hear, Crystal. I know you have good and bad days, and I'm glad today's a good day. But yeah, I had fun Thursday through Friday. I told everybody I'm sorry, not sorry, but I am so glad it went well and everybody had a lot of fun. But we've been waiting 5 years for our little pumpkin, and we got the call. Hey, Tia! So, oh, I'm so excited, Jess. That'll be great. So I wanted to share, I know Crashly's going to come in a few minutes, but I wanted to share like the whole story. I did a quick little blurb, but I thought tonight, that's why I'm kind of face frontal mode. Can I say that on YouTube? Oh, we called baby Willow. We said, we have a new peanut gallery person. So, yeah, so Friday, well, I'll wait till Crashly gets in because some of it was, oh, hi, Peppa, Yvonne, yay! Yeah, so we are planning on the next retreat. It'll probably be in the same location. We're going to talk as a committee about it. Hey, Pizza, good to see you. Tell Val I said hey. I've missed everybody. So it's just been interesting around here. So yeah, Willow is adorable, so cute. I am posting photos on Creative Craft Addiction's Facebook group from time to time. I can't show her on YouTube yet because of the risk period we're in with the adoption. But as soon as the risk period's over, yeah, she's saying, hey, Tia. As soon as the risk period's over, we will show her on YouTube and you guys can see her. But at least on the Facebook, you can see photos of her. Because we call her our third peanut gallery person. She's, you know, she only cries when she's hungry and when she's getting her diaper changed. And I think the reason the diaper change is we do it right before we feed her. So she's already upset. And then we change her diaper and she's like, well, I told you it wasn't the diaper. It's the food. The wrong end is being taken care of. And then we feed her and she's like, whatever. And she falls asleep. She is so strong. At 4 days, when we took her to the doctor, she almost rolled over. She's picking her head full up off when she does tummy time. And they're like, oh my gosh. Thank you, Fairy Tale. Can you do me a huge favor and either email that or message me that? Because I won't be able to go back and chat for a while because it has to upload to YouTube. And then I can look it up. That was so fast. You're great. Thank you. But she is just absolutely adorable. And she just sleeps and she coos and she looks you in your face with these adorable eyes. And then she has hiccups all the time, no matter how much we burp her or whatever. And she loves to snuggle. She's a snuggle bug. And she just likes, yeah, my daughter's like telling me, hey, Allie. And my daughter, Lydia, she's being amazing. Today we had a mom-daughter date, Lydia and I, and we went out and found Willow her 4th of July outfit. And we went for ice cream together and had a good time. And then tonight we went over to our friend's house. It was really good. Oh, why are we cutting Melly? Chris, why are we cutting Melly? Is that a knife? I don't have my glasses on. Oh, goodness. I think it was Karen, what you were working on at the retreat was amazing. How is that going for you? I think you finished it, didn't you? Hey, Narita, how's it going, girlfriend? For those of you who are coming in, I am doing my pig mermaid painting right now, and I am going to be sparkling out. Okay, I got to show you guys. I'm going to do kind of a makeshift unboxing, and then I'll do a like legit unboxing. But since you guys are here, I'm going to show you. Tia got to sit next to her favorite woman in the world, Tina from DP with Sparklers. And Tina now has, I have horrible lighting right now. I know that's what every YouTuber says, right? Let me see if I can turn this on if it'll work better. we have the lights down low because Willow is probably going to be sleeping soon. So, oh, that's not good. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, this is like amateur hour. Woo! Okay, anyway, you can't see it. Oh well. Let me turn this down. Let me turn this down.
Oh, your hair.
You light up my life. Okay, so great, Karen. Woohoo! All right, so these are square crystals. Square crystals. And I'm working on my square pigs. So they are mermaids, and I hope to put in their bodice part these. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. These different square crystals. So I'm super excited about them. And they're so beautiful. Oh, see, nothing I do. You can see the green right there a little bit. But they're so good. Hey, Mandy! Why are you in Battle Creek? Oh, and they have frost. They had a frost. I sat down. She has 20 colors. I got 15 out of the 20. I had to stop at some point. But you know, square crystal pigs. I did, Grashley. I did. Oh my goodness. So I'm very, very excited to be working on my pig. And yeah. So Crashly, if you're ready, do you want me to bring you in? Okay, so Crashly's ready. So I'm going to bring her in. Hey, girlfriend.
Hey.
How's it going?
This camera was so much further away in the preview.
You know, we look like we're anchors on like the nightly news, like Saturday Night Live.
Breaking news. Today, Willow cried until 3 a.m. Jennifer, half asleep, woke up to change a diaper. Little did she know she was about to get splashed in the face by some strange substance she's never seen before. I tried my best.
Yes, that's okay. You did great.
Thank you.
You won an Emmy.
Oh, did they make those for news anchors?
I don't know.
It sounded really good.
Yeah, so I was about ready to share the Willow story, but I stopped because I'm like, you're a significant part of it. So I thought we could like share some of the behind the scenes of how the call came, and you can kind of get your
would
side
you
of
then
things.
refer to me as a significant other?
Significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Story. Why am I what? I refer to you as a significant other.
As a significant, like that's what we say. Oh, does that not everyone say that? Like, I need to ask my significant other. It's like your spouse or your partner. Like, that's me. I'm your significant other. Okay, never mind. Continue with the story. It was a gloomy day.
So we had just finished Crashly's amazing pens, which I don't know where my pens ended up, but that's okay. They're probably with Mindy.
Someone took it because there was only one left, and that was mine. Somebody got a pen.
We had just finished Crashly's class. She did amazing. Woohoo! We'll bring her back for sure. And I went back to the other big room, and I left my phone in where we were for the classes. So it's this huge house, and on one side is all the craft area, and then in the middle are some bedrooms and stairs and kitchen, and then on the other side is the space we did classes. You know, it's like a living room. So there's a whole house between me and my phone because I left my phone over here. So I go.
Like, there's like 1,200 rooms in between.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So I'm working on my pig mermaids, and I'm talking to Donnie.
Mm-hmm.
Hey everyone, good to see you. I'm glad you're
everyone.
here.
Hey everyone who says hi, Crashly. Hi everyone.
So Jen heard, yeah, right, Valerie. So hey Cindy, good to see you. So I walk back to the kitchen to get something. I was hungry or something to drink. and I hear the Find My iPhone sound going off. And I'm like, what is that? And so I keep walking and it's my phone. And I'm like, why is
Well, little does she know, the room where it was ringing, I was in like the kitchen area still because we were putting pins in the oven, and like 5 of us were like, "Oh my gosh, what is that sound? I'm about to punch everyone in the face. Make that sound stop." Ah! And it just wouldn't stop. Okay, we were like going nuts though. It was a minute. It was a few minutes.
Yeah. So when I'm walking in to go check on the pens and stuff and to give Crashly my pens, because I think you had just walked in to say we're doing another bake. So I was going back to get my pens to give you or something like that. Anyway, I realize it's my phone and I stop it and I pick it up and I was like, why is my husband doing a Find My iPhone? He knows exactly where I am. What the heck? And then I look at my phone and it's locked, but it shows like the first 2 messages and it says like, listen to your voicemail. And then the next one is, it's a 911 call from the adoption agency. We have 1 hour. That's all I knew. So I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? So my bedroom was right across from the kitchen. And so I went into the bedroom and shut the door. And I called Tim right away. And he's like, did you listen to your message? And I'm like, no. Why won't you tell me? And he's like, you need to listen to the message. The agency just called. There was a safe delivery, which I'll explain what that is in a minute. And we have 1 hour to decide. I'm like, okay. So I listened to the message, which was exactly what he just told me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, whoo, 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 whoo.
This lady emphasizes you have 1 hour. It's like when you're dispatched into like an abandoned building and you have to defuse a bomb. Like she was serious. Like you have 1 hour.
Yeah. So when I was talking with Tim, he was saying that we had a miscommunication. Because when I was talking to him, Tim's my husband, I thought he was going to call the agency back so that I could pack up some of my stuff and get the committee together and all of that. So I hang up from him thinking he's going to call. And exactly, Cheryl. So I open the door, which Crashly is like right there because she's in the kitchen. And I'm like, I'm in shock right now, like during this time. And I'm like, Crashly, I need to talk to you. And the look on, I knew she was going to think like something happened, like seriously happened, because I didn't know how to tell her any other way without going crazy. Because I was trying everything in my power just to be like calm, cool, collected. But yet I was a little intense too.
Well,
Yes.
she said it like in her mom voice. Like I remember I was sitting at the kitchen and I was like, I was cleaning a pan or something. She says, "Ashley, I need to talk to you." And I'm
like, drop everything. I need to talk to you.
What did I do? I was like, oh my gosh, what did I do? I was just looking around like, is this not the right soap? Am I using the wrong soap? What did I do? Because she put on her mom voice, like, I need to talk to you. Oh, shit. I've never heard that Jenn voice before. Yeah. And she was like, just come with me. And I was just asking like 12 times, what did I do? Am I in trouble?
Like, it's nothing bad. Just come. I can't say.
You like now I know she was like rushing me because she had to keep it together. I get it now. So yes, continue.
Hi, Deborah. Good to see you. So as soon as she closed the door, I sat on the bed and like almost bursted into tears. Like I went like this. I couldn't hold it together. And I was like, we may just have a baby. Like, I don't know exactly what I said. And you should have seen the look on her face. Like, what?
Like my first thought is right now, right here. Let me get the towels at least. Like what? I was just so confused. But then she explained a little bit, and I was like, at this point in this conversation, is it socially acceptable to ask my thousands of questions, or just, give her some space? I remember I was like, what is that? Okay, what? And then okay, keep going because I have something else to say about the next part.
Yeah. So I told her, because I thought Tim was calling. I'm like, Yeah, I'm waiting for Tim to call me back. He's calling the adoption place right now to figure out what in the world this is. We have like an hour to make a decision. And Crash like, just take care of it. Like, just take care of it. It's okay. And I was like, well, can you round up the committee? Because if it's what we think it is, I'm gonna have to leave right now. So we need to round up the committee. Can you just go take care of that for me? Yeah, I got it.
Like I just remember sitting on the bed, like looking at her, like, oh my God. And like she was still kind of holding back her cries. And you know how like when you know you're ready to cry, and sometimes when your friend hugs you, like it pours out, and that's exactly what happened. This was like the perfect example of that, because she was teary-eyed, don't get me wrong, but she was explaining to me, so she was holding back, you know, so I could understand her, because nobody can understand. Like, what? You know, so she was holding it back, and then I grabbed her, and I'm pretty sure I poked her in the eye a couple times, because I held her, and then it just I was like, oh, we were crying. I was like trying to keep it together, because like my friend needs me right now. And then, right when she's like, go gather the committee, I leave. I went and cried for a second in the bathroom. I was like, okay. And then I went to go find the committee, which is left is, of course, me and Jen, and then Care Bear and Mindy. So then I walked out into the main crafting area, and I see Kara. And there's only a few times you guys will see me with a serious face and the Jen teacher voice. And I told Kara, I was like, we need to have a meeting right now. And Kara was like, okay, all right, no questions. Mindy was up the dang stairs talking to somebody. I don't know who she's talking to. I was like, Mindy, we need to have a meeting now. Oh, just a second. No. Now. It's an emergency. Okay, well, just give me like 5 right now. And she ended up walking down the stairs and stuff. She was like, geez, why? What did I do? Nothing. Follow me. And so then I took her, and then now she gets it.
She does.
Yeah.
And while she was doing that, I had called Tim back to go, okay. And I asked him, I said, what did the counselor or the social worker said? And he's like, well, you were supposed to call the social worker. And I'm like, okay. So while she's gathering the committee, I call the social worker, who then asked to put Tim on the call so she could tell us both together, because we're separated, right? And Tim is coming back.
Physically separated, guys. Physically. Yeah.
Physically. They were coming back from the dump because they were getting ready to tear our fence down in our backyard, and had been taking like limbs and stuff that they had already worked on. So while the pregnancy counselor, Sarah, was talking to us, you hear this, like, so much background noise. It was crazy.
It was pouring rain.
It was raining. It was like Crashly had mentioned tornado warnings. Tia mentioned those. Like, it was crazy. And that part, it was in Grand Rapids already and had not made it to Battle Creek yet. So Grand Rapids was experiencing what Battle Creek experienced after I left. And so I called, and she told us, and this is what a safe delivery is. Somebody can go in and they can deliver a baby, no questions asked, and walk out. They can just say, I'm sorry, I'm not a parent. And she walked into this glorified urgent care and said she had a stomach ache, didn't know she was pregnant, ended up giving birth 6 to 8 hours later. We didn't realize she and baby then were transported by ambulance to the hospital. And then she just didn't want anything to do with it. She's like, nope, she didn't fill out any of the paperwork. We know no history. We don't know how old mom is. We don't know name. She's, Caucasian. When asked, anything about the father, she's like, well, I think he was white. Yeah. So she had of course, because she knows she was pregnant, she had no prenatal history. She didn't do drugs. She didn't smoke, but she drank a lot throughout her pregnancy.
Did you see her at all? No? Okay. I was wondering.
Our social worker doesn't even know. The only person that knows her name is the social worker at the hospital. So like all names are completely whited out. And according to the state, Willow's name is Baby Doe. And there's like no name on the paperwork or anything. And
Is she
so,
related to John?
yes.
Sorry, somebody had to say it. Okay.
So, the social worker's name / pregnancy counselor's name was Sarah, and she just said, you know, at this point I can only give you about 30 minutes to talk it over. There was a couple before you we called, but with all the unknowns, they said not at this time. And we have to have placement by the end of the day because mom's being discharged and baby's being discharged tomorrow. And so we got off the phone. Tim and I talked. Meanwhile, Crashly's still probably trying to find Mindy at this point. This all happened so fast.
Well, I know that we came in and you told the committee, because there was a point in time when we had to leave and you said, okay, I have to make the call. Because I remember staring at my watch, like, we have an hour, and that was like 15 minutes ago. So like I was freaking out. And then you don't even know this, but I like waited outside the door for a minute, and like right in the next room, I was like, ugh. I didn't hear any talking in there. And there was at one point I was like, is it acceptable to walk in? Like, I was just dying to know, like, did the phone call happen? How did it go? Are we a go? Is it time to book it? Like, what we do? Yeah. So I was there though. I was there.
So we, yeah, Tim and I made the decision. And I think after we made the decision is when the committee came in, because I hadn't called Sarah back yet. And so they came in and we talked to the committee, and that's kind of when I really broke down, because it was like, it's really happening. Like,
that was a big cry. Yep.
My heart, like, I was fine leaving the retreat because this has been a 5-year journey. There was like no question in my head. Everybody was so supportive, but it was also heartbreaking for me because like my YouTube family was there. It's hard to explain. It's like I was okay leaving. It's not like I was debating leaving or anything, but you're missing out on a lot as well. And but at that time, my heart was just so full and so happy. And so I threw all my stuff together in the bedroom, made the phone call to Sarah. We said, yes, we will be there. And she's like, how fast can you get to the hospital? And I'm like, well, I'm in Battle Creek. I'm 90 minutes away. And by this point, it was about 2:00. So we decided on 6:30. And so everyone at the retreat was amazing. They helped pull everything together and pack the car. And everyone
was impressive too.
Yeah. It was
like, there was at one point in time I heard you and it sounded like you were talking to family, and that's when I was still standing outside your door. And I was like, okay, you know what? I can't handle this anymore. And I walked in and I was like, are we a go? Because you were on the phone, I remember.
Yeah.
Are we a go? And you were like, yes. And at that time it was like, it's Boom. Go time.
Yeah.
And then at this point she said, don't tell anybody. And I'm like,
I was torturing Crashly.
But she's my best friend. So if she tells me not to tell anybody, I won't. But I will struggle. I will. I made the executive decision to tell Tia. Mainly because Tia is very close to, not saying anybody, she's closer than anyone else. I'm just saying she's very close to us, and I know she's close to Jen. And Tia just started crying. Was like, I just said, not yet, Tia.
To let the air out a little bit so that she could keep it from everybody else.
I did. Yeah, it was like going to explode. And then I did. And then Jen made this decision to tell the retreat. And I was like, thank God, because I don't know how I would go the rest. I would, but it would be rough having this giant, amazing information in my head, just sitting there, not able to share. Anyway, but so then she
can I tell Kerwin? Like, yes, you can tell Kerwin.
Well, and then the retreat was playing a game. They were like playing the toilet paper dress game, like where everyone had to dress up somebody from each team in toilet paper. There was some impressive outfits. There was like a dress, a mermaid, a Billy had boobs.
It was great.
So right after that, she made the announcement. to the retreat. Everyone started crying, boo-hoo, blah, blah, blah. And then like 5 minutes later, we all like, I swear it was like Avengers assemble. And I think we got her out of there in like T-minus 10 minutes.
Yeah.
We were like, get out, go get the baby. And everyone.
I'm still trying to figure out where stuff is because I was throwing stuff places and I was doing it so fast I can't even remember what I was doing. And so
there's a couple presents in your trunk too, because your Secret Santa was like, she deserves these gifts, and she like hid them in there. I was like, all right, she'll get a surprise, you know.
Hey Billy, good to see you. But yeah, so then I'm driving home and it's like torrential rain. And my GP, there's two ways to get from Battle Creek back home. One is more of a highway and one is more of a 2-lane road. And I wasn't even concentrating when I hit the go button to get home. And ended up getting on the 2-lane road. And yeah, Lisa B, he did. We have pictures. I got to get some pictures from people. But I got stuck behind every semi truck on the way home. And I'm like, this is I should be driving 110 miles an hour labor story. But I managed to get home. And then we had to wait for like an hour because it wasn't 6:30 yet. And I'm just like, ugh.
See, I don't even know this part of the story. So when you drove home, you went home, not to the hospital.
No, we went home. I went home.
Okay.
Tim helped unload the car. And then we just had to sit here for an hour. And we're like, what are we going to do?
What were you waiting on?
Well, the social worker is meeting us at 6:30. And so when I left, it was about 2:30. I got home around 4, and we left the house around 5:30, 5:45 to go to the hospital. So by the time we unpacked the car, I got some food in me. It was about an hour that we were just sitting and staring at each other. And it was like, what do we do? What do we do? We want to go to the hospital. What do we do?
That would have been like the longest hour wait ever.
So we got there and we had to sit in the hotel lobby. And then the social worker came. We went to the hospital that she was taken to is what they call a bonding hospital, which means that they don't have a nursery. You keep your baby in your room. And why are you laughing?
I'm imagining babies being bonded together to make a mega baby. I'm sorry.
Like the big marshmallow guy from...
You got like 2 babies are the legs of the body, right? You got a few babies for like the middle. You're just bonding babies together. I'm so sorry.
No, I love it. I love it. So there was no place for Willow to go when there's no nursery. And so she ended up in the NICU, which is the intensive care unit. And all the babies are attached to monitors. And so, but Willow wasn't. She was full term. She was born at 7 pounds, 3 ounces. She was fine. And so all the nurses, I guess, for the whole day had been holding her and snuggling and walking around. And so we get there and we had you go through the first door. It kind of was like an airlock unit. You go through the first door and there's like 4 or 5 seats and then this soap area and you had to like scrub in. They called it scrubbing in. So you had to like wash your hands for 30 seconds, get this little thing and go under all your fingernails and then rinse. And then there was this special soap you had to use and you had to do like 3 squirts on each hand and like rub it all in. And then you had to pick up the phone. And I asked the nurse when she was explaining to me, I was like, has the phone been washed? Because you just washed your hands for like 5 minutes and now you got to pick up the phone. She's like, don't worry. We wipe it down.
Wow.
I'm like, okay. Yeah. So anyway, we ended up going in and the minute we turned the corner and I saw her in that little like glass, bed holder, I was just like, I started bawling. I was just like, ah!
So when you walk in, is it just like the smorgasbord of babies? Or like, is it a room with just Willow?
No, so what they do is it's like this like a really large room, but they divide the room by curtains into small little baby rooms. And so every baby has like this little curtained out room. And they're all hooked up to monitors and things like that. But and then poor Lydia had to wait out in the waiting room because with COVID, they only allowed 2 guests at once and only 14 and older, and she's 14 or 13 and a half. But the night charge nurse said after we met Willow, we were going to go tell Lydia about Willow and show her pictures. And the night charge nurse said, due to the extenuating circumstances, I'm going to bend the rules. And so she let Lydia come in, and she was able to sit and hold Lydia. And
the daytime nurse wasn't having it.
Yeah, the daytime nurse.
Because Willow didn't even need to be in the NICU in the first place, right?
No. Yeah. So so that's, we sat there from like 6:30 to 8, and we didn't want to leave, but we're like, if she's coming home with us tomorrow, I mean, we have a crib, we have a pack and play. Our car seat, my friend gave me a couple years ago, but only had 2 months left on it before it expired. So, but at least we could bring her home. So my parents bought us a new car seat. So we're like, but we need to go to Target and we need to get diapers and formula and wipes and a couple outfits and bottles and all of this. So we had to leave her because we're like, Target closes at 10. We didn't want to leave, but we left her and went to Target and got some food. And then when we woke up, we're like, okay, are we ready for the rest of our lives to be changed?
This is it.
Much. It was like Christmas. Lydia said she has the best sleep ever.
I don't know why you guys couldn't sleep.
Right, Melly? I know. And they were great during the day. And she was super nice, but she was a rule follower, and that's okay. We weren't upset about it. Hey, Nick and Tina, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. So yeah, we showed up around 9 because they said we could come for rounds. And during rounds, the doctor will say when she can be released. And they said, the nurse said she probably can be released at 5:30 because that's when she's technically 48 hours old and all her test results will be back. When the doctor came around at 9, he's like, she's perfectly healthy. We can always tell the pediatrician if anything comes back, she can go home right now. And we're like, we weren't planning on right now. Because so Tim had to run home and get the car seat and get Lydia because you stayed home, right? Yeah, because we just thought we were coming for the rounds. So Lydia was home and
No, but we had to stay there anyway because she didn't get there until.
Yeah. And then our social worker wasn't going to be able to get there till 4:30 anyway. So I stayed, and then Tim and I switched back and forth, but we were there from 9 in the morning to 5:30, and then we left at 5:30 and brought her home. So that was crazy. The adventure.
So how has it been since you got home?
It's been really good. She is so chill and so relaxed. She only cries when she's hungry and when you're changing her diaper. And like I said earlier, it's because we change her diaper usually before we feed her because she falls asleep while she's being fed. And so if we change her diaper after, then it wakes her back up and she's irritated. So we're like, well, she's already irritated because she's hungry. So we're just going to change her diaper.
Man.
Yeah, so like 10
Those are the good old days. You just have to
hours.
crap your pants and then you get fed. That sounds awesome. You don't even get to go potty. You just let it go. That would be the good days. Yeah.
Yeah, so she has the same for okay, great fairy tale. Yeah, and so I do, Cheryl. I get maternity leave. So because it was a Friday when we found out on my way to from Battle Creek, I called my boss and told her, I'm gonna take my leave starting Monday. And so I let her know, and I get 8 weeks off, and Tim gets 6 weeks off. So this week was a little hairy because he worked this week while he figured out the schedule of when he could get off. And so I didn't get as much of a break. And right, Valerie?
What'd she say?
She said I look amazing for having a newborn.
You do. You have a special glow about you.
So yeah, we also trade off on nights because you can handle anything for 24 hours. And so if I know that I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight, then I'm okay with being up all night tomorrow night. And same with Tim. The only thing is I have my mom ears on. So even though he gets up and he's an amazing dad, he hears them right away and goes and takes care of her. And she's in amazing hands with him and she loves him to death. But my mom ears, as soon as she's moving, are like, I'm awake. So even though I'm supposed to have a good night's sleep, I don't. When it's my night, he's sawing logs next to me.
It's also because her bed's on.
I think it's crazy you guys swap whole nights instead of turns getting up. It seems like that would hurt my brain in my sleep.
With
needs.
Lydia, it really helped us because even though you're only getting like 45 minutes to an hour sleep between the feedings, by the time you get them changed and stuff like that, it just, I don't know, it works for us.
And she's in a different room?
She's in our room right now. She's in a pack and play with like the bassinet attachment. So she's in that. And then, but yeah, she's got her days and nights mixed up a little bit, but they're getting better. And she'll be awake for about a half an hour, get fed, and then be asleep for about 90 minutes. And that's kind of the rotation. And then twice a day, she sleeps 4 full hours. So usually once in the middle of the day and once like right now from like now she'll probably sleep till about 2 a.m. But yeah.
That is so exciting. I miss little baby coos, or they're random, like I think their face is just twitching, but it's like a for real cheese, like like a good one. Except for I have teeth, they don't, so it's cuter, Unless you're an old person, then it's weird. But
well, I was really excited because we need bibs so bad, which might be a good segue for you in a minute, Crashly.
Woo!
But tonight we had a little sprinkle with some friends, and I got a pack of bibs, and I was like, "Yay! Now her drool!" It's funny. Nobody wants to buy bibs, but we desperately need it.
Yeah. And so that's where her pal comes in. So I'm kind of like teaming up with Rebecca on this because I was like, everyone needs a baby shower. And like Jenn has been preparing for this for what, 4 years now?
5 years now.
5 years now. So there's still always so many things that you need, especially like once you have the baby, you're like, dang, where's that bib? I need more. Or shoot,
well, the only thing we had was like the crib and the pack and play. So
and Lydia's, she's older. How old is she now?
13.
Yeah, so where's her baby stuff? I'm just saying. So we needed to throw Jenn a baby shower. And the best I could think of, and it was kind of like a collaborative idea with people from the retreat. And I don't remember who it was, so sorry if that's rude, but it was a collaborative idea. Like when we were leaving for the day, we all came together and decided this is how this will go. So we're going to do a virtual baby shower. And I created a Facebook group for this just for communication. And Jenn is registered on Amazon. I made sure she did it, and she did the next day. So you're still like adding things to it once you come up with it, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So she's registered on Amazon, and she's brilliant because she registered Jenn Baby or Jenn Shower as her
Jenn Roberts -shower. So if you send it and it says shower behind it, I'm not allowed to open it.
And she won't. She just, like, I heard you something about there's boxes already. So, like, Bravo. So I shared the group earlier. I'll go ahead and do it again. And I just did it a group for random announcements or questions. Jenn is a part of that group, so don't be posting those secrets that you don't want her to know. Okay.
Girl, I'm crying. I just don't want to put. Tia said that too. She said there's not enough stuff on it, and I'm just like, but I'm not materialistic, so it's
well,
really
and keep this in mind, guys. She's not going to go through Amazon and look at all the baby clothes. Like, come on. But there's some funny, like really funny and cute and pretty, onesies out there. So when in doubt, buy clothes. But like the biggest things are like, well, I mean, I'm not trying to like speak for you, but I'm assuming just from having, a couple kids is like the diapers and the formulas, like that stuff really, really adds up. So we're just coming together and we're helping her. Like I said on the group, if there's anything this community is really good at, it's coming together and making like incredible things happen. So we're having a full virtual baby shower. She will not be opening her gifts until the 11th.
Yeah.
The 11th, July 11th. And that's on a Sunday. So we're going to do it during my normal live time, which is at 6 p.m. Central. That's just nobody's going live. Nobody has to miss out. So it's going to be on a Zoom, and I will be sharing that Zoom link in that group too. So it's very important you join that group because I will not be messaging everyone individually. Like, don't expect me to. It won't happen. Okay.
Hey,
Join the group.
Good to see you.
Now, if anyone in here does not have Facebook, I know that's not going to be too many, please email me and I will get in touch with you and figure that out. Now, if there's 20 of you, I don't know what to tell you, get Jen's address. But if you don't, then just email me craftscrashly@gmail. But there's also a couple games that we're thinking of, playing. So it's going to be like a legit baby shower. I just don't quite know how to get her some food, but I have an idea I have to work with Tim with. It may or may not involve some cake in her face. We'll figure it out. So
these are kind of the colors. They don't show it very well. So the nursery it's a little bit darker than this.
I was like, what are you showing us here? The colors of.
So it's like a dark lavender. Oh, Becca, thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, I should have done that too for people that just want to.
So, so on Amazon, there's an option for Amazon gift cards. So we're saving all gift cards for down the road when we need more formula or if, as the baby gets older. So it's all going to be for Willow. But it's like a dark lavender, and this is too dark of a gray, but it's like a light gray. So when you look on that's why you see a lot of gray sheets and things like that, because the room is purple and then it's going to have gray accents. And I was talking with Tia and I found this really cute idea. Where's my phone? So you see that there's a craft cart. It's not because I'm trying to craft. It's a 3-tiered cart. And like 5 years ago when this might have been even longer. I put this in my Pinterest. And it's the craft cart, but you use it as a diaper caddy. And so that's why that's on my registry. And are
you going to be one of those moms with the organized diapers like that? That would last
thank you, Val and Pizza.
That would probably last like less than a day in my momitude house. Like I'd probably line them up brand new, all perfect.
Craft Willow.
And then you cannot craft Willow. You know what? She can make crafts with Willow. I told her she could put her handprints and stuff. You could totally use that baby, to work your canvas. But don't get crazy. But you can make cute stuff for real.
Yeah.
But I was just kind of thinking if a lot of people need some ideas for gifts, I can definitely kick Jennifer out of the group, and then we can communicate amongst ourselves with ideas if that's something that there's a need, because there's not a day that goes by that I don't talk to the chick anyway. So the whole idea is for her not to have to do anything. So we're working it out.
You guys are so crafty. You guys can, knit, crochet, whatever you want. Would be
oh my
great.
gosh, somebody crochet her some bibs. Any volunteers? Carol? Cheryl? Cheryl? Just kidding.
Pippa, I'll try to do that, okay? Hey, Koala Crafts, good to see you.
Can I come say congrats? I don't know what's about to happen.
Hi, Kerwin.
Congrats, J-Rob.
Thanks, Kerwin. How are you?
Doing fine. Got to talk to you at the retreat a minute when you answered Crashly's phone.
Who would have guessed, you know? But yeah.
What was
She
like
just
the day
ran away.
before?
Just vanishes.
She just vanished and you were calling and I didn't want you to feel like she had left you behind. So
Oh, she always does that.
Maybe he should just get off my back. Oh my God.
when we found out, that's another reason why we didn't buy a lot of stuff, because we didn't know, number one, if it was going to be a boy or girl, because we didn't preference it in our adoption profile. Number two, you know, there could have been medical needs. And so if we would have bought bottles and clothing and different things like that, and there was a cleft palate or, you know, some sort of medical need, it would have been hard because it's been a 5-year wait to try to return, just see, returning something to Target 5 years later.
Yeah. Reason might not hold much, but if you want crochet bibs. Crochet bibs would block the mishap from going on clothes. And I don't know if we should be concerned. Pippa says she has a cunning plan that she hopes to fulfill, and that really could be anything.
It could be.
I don't know if we should be concerned. Woo!
Oh, thank you, Fairy
Baby, what a fun.
That means so much to me.
Aww.
You guys are so special to us and our group, and thank you.
Aww.
Yes.
We're doing like a little willow parade.
Yeah.
Rolling it up.
Yeah.
So I had some other questions too, but like if there's any other questions about the baby shower or the group, I'll put it in here like one more time. I can't pin messages on yours, I don't think. Can I? No, I can't. If you want to pin that, you can. If not, I don't care. But there's a group. Oh, yay!
Aw.
Here, and then. Great, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm in StreamYard, not in YouTube. But I will put it in the description after this uploads.
Yep.
Yes, I know, Fairy Tale. It's from you and Vixie. Thank you so much.
So follow-up questions here. So right now you said we can't bring Willow on because you're in a trial period. Does that mean like you can't get caught saying like the F word or speeding or
no?
You know,
I don't know where mom is. I don't know where mom is right now. Birth mom, and so I don't want to show her on YouTube. What the risk period is when mom was discharged from the hospital, there's 28 days that she can come back, and it's in the state of Michigan, and petition and say, I changed my mind.
If she comes back and tries to pick Willow, she's going to have to go through me.
Did you hear that? Lydia said,
I'll go ahead and start playing the bazookas around where she won't be able to see me, but how could she even do that if everything was blank is what I don't understand.
Well, the adoption specialist said that she's been there for 23 years and has yet to see what a safe delivery baby come back and do it. Some other birth fathers might do it. Birth fathers, I read father, sorry. Birth parents might come back after they've signed the paperwork, but there's a 28-day risk period. So, yeah, so from the 25th forward, it's 28 days of risk for mom to come and petition to have baby back. Father, they have to put an ad in the paper, which is funny because nobody reads the paper. And the father doesn't even know the person was pregnant, and she doesn't even know who the father is. But anyway,
this is not something we need to like hold our breath for, and like then in 28 days we're going to take a big sigh of relief. Like we don't think
we will for mother because it's just me. It's like I have the worst luck, but father I'm not worried about. The ads go in on Sundays, so the ads going in on July 4th, and it'll be 28 days from July 4th forward before dad, and dad can come petition. But this is the funny thing, because they have to do it by law, is they say she doesn't even know what agency, Pippa. She'd have to go back to the hospital.
An ad for what? I want to find my baby. What?
Yeah, she'd have to go to the hospital and say, I made a delivery here on this date. and I've changed my mind. And then the hospital would get, because the agency doesn't even know the mom's name.
I would just
Yeah.
not look at the paper, until the time has elapsed. I didn't see it.
Well, what they put in the paper is something like, so they call it surrender parent, which is the parent that signs the paperwork saying, that would be the mom.
Okay.
The dad's the non-surrender parent because he didn't know. So the paper says, to the non-surrendered parent, or no, something about the non-surrender parent, just to let them know somebody was surrendered.
Holy moly!
Oh my goodness, Melly!
This is gonna be baby Willow with those ones. I'm just kidding. Willow wouldn't do that. That's a nice. Bravo, Melly.
So much. So yeah, they just put an ad saying like non-surrender parent, a surrendered parent, put baby up for adoption on such and such a date. I don't know. It's weird. So, but if she were to come back, because it's called a safe delivery, she's telling the hospital that she currently is unsafe. And so she's giving up her baby because she wants the baby safe and wants it taken care of. So that's why it's petitioned. She would have to come back and say what changed in the last couple days that would now make you able to take care of baby. And so, yeah, I know Pippa, she didn't fill out any of the paperwork. They tried to give her like the volunteer paperwork and she didn't fill any of it out.
Well, with it being the year of 2021, I'm confident in our medical system that it's not going to be a huge issue. I really am.
So I think just in the back of my head, it's that stress. But after July 23rd, I'll be able to breathe. Whew.
We'll have a pajama party drink, and we'll say hi to Willow first, because at that time you'll have the sigh of relief, because all the possibilities of anything going wrong will be gone. So I get it, and I'm the same way. Then we can maybe meet Willow and then we can celebrate somehow.
Yes, Drea, we're not opening anything tonight. I was just sharing the story. So if you want to hear the story from start to end, feel free to replay. Yes, Cheryl, exactly. And we've been praying for this baby. We were with one adoption agency for 1 year and with this adoption agency for 4 years. And so we have been praying for her for 5 years, and I'm drunk, Jen, again.
I have respect for the mom, though, for knowing. I don't know.
Well, I do too, and I pray for the big mom as well, because that was a big decision, and I'm so thankful that she made that decision, because we now can love Willow fully, and she already fits in so well. And we chose the name. Willow means freedom. I know it also means tree, but it means freedom. And then
oh my gosh, when she cries, you could call her Weeping Willow. I'm so sorry.
I never thought of that, Crash.
Woo! ADD moment there, bright idea.
I love it.
Oh, it's a Weeping Willow. Oh.
So, and then Isabel means God's promise, because we feel like he fulfilled his promise, even though it took longer than we wanted. And then Joy, because Tim just loved the fact, she is just our joy. And so when we put it all together, that's why she's Willow Isabel Joy. Thank you, Cheryl. I appreciate it. Now I'm gonna have to use it, and I'll tell her that she was safe from the Weeping Willow until her Aunt Crashly.
There's some things in the works for that.
There's gonna be a lot of those.
I can't.
Not on purpose. It's just the puns naturally come.
Okay, Perennial, you can beat Grammy. Love it.
Crick Willow.
She'll whip you.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Punishing Angel. Good to see you.
I love the weeping willow tree. I was about to say, you don't love the weeping willow. That's not nice. Jeez. We're like happy willow, pricky willow. I don't know. I'll think of more puns. They're coming. I've already tried to like sound out her initials together, but it's just Widge. I can't think of anything funny
We
for
tried
that.
to make sure they didn't spell anything inappropriate or anything that could be like
You
taken
think
out of
about those
context.
things?
Yes, we did. Well, Lydia's name spells out lab. L-A-B.
She's so pretty. It looks like she was manufactured in a beautiful lab. That's what that's all about. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I put a hashtag for the future of the channel. I'm really excited because I have now 7 weeks off because this week's finishing up. Tim has agreed to help me so I can do more videos, try to get some things done. And after I go back to work, I'm trying to get a schedule. I'm trying to like figure things out, but the channel will still be here. I'm still going to make it work. We all make it work. I just have to get a rhythm, and I'm really excited. So you guys may see a ton of videos coming out next week, maybe even like 2 a week, because I have to get all these unboxings out of the way so we can start enjoying actually diamond painting together. But yeah, so I can diamond paint our birth certificate.
Like who thinks that eventually Jen's gonna do her live? Got Willow here. She's just because I feel like nothing could take diamond painting away. Like no matter what, she'll diamond paint and change a diaper over here. You know, I can just see you doing that.
Well,
I can't wait to see what the
last
future
night
holds.
was my first, or 2 nights ago, I diamond painted, and it felt so good because I had not diamond painted since Friday morning. So it had been like, what is that, 5 days? And I was like, I need a stress relief.
Right, and I think it's important for people to understand like this whole kind of situation. Like, sure, she's been trying for 5 years, but you know, typically, like when couple or when you have a baby, you know, you're kind of when it's going to be there, right? Like you have a due date, you know it's coming. This was random, like just 2 seconds ago we were baking pens, and then bam, you know, always hopeful, but so like she is extra busy. It's a complete life adjustment because what was the next day she comes home, brand new news. The next day, actuality.
Yeah.
No preparing, like not, you know, to bring her home the next day. But I don't know. Respect.
Well, even in many adoptions, you know, ahead of time, even a couple weeks.
Right.
Like, you
This
make
was
that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Somebody who said it, their child's name spells ear. And then Valerie says one of hers spells arm.
What is happening?
And then Willow Along. We did a Willow Along in August. It was a precursor. It was made to be.
Willowing arts. Who knew that was a
Who
sign?
knew?
Who knew? And it's so funny when you said, I kept asking her the name and she wouldn't tell me, you know, probably because she knew that would be another giant thing of information in my head. And I'm pretty sure we've had this conversation before because I remember you telling me if it was a girl, it was going to be Willow. And then the boy was, I forgot what the boy's name was going to be, but I'm pretty sure you told me that once upon a time, that if you had a girl, that's what the name would be. But that was a lot of waiting. It was. And I had to like cross my heart, hope to die. And I didn't tell a single soul. Nope. No willowing soul in sight. That didn't even make sense, but still. That's my initials are Almerm. Willow's is Widger. Widger. Which is kind of cool. You know, it sounds like the widget spinner. Oh, those are fidget spinners. Ugh.
Fidget spinners.
I don't know. We'll think of something.
Well, in Zoe, our dog is changed dramatically. Like within the first couple hours to bring Willow home, she is like, okay, I'm now an adult doggy. I'm going to take care of Willow. Nobody can get near her. And she used to let people walk by her house. And now she's like, ooh, nobody's allowed. And She's just like, anytime Willow moves, she like whines and comes and gets us. And she's always checking on her. And she loves to lick her head. We're like, stop licking her.
Baby's head smells so good.
We're so brown.
And that Johnson pink lotion stuff. Oh my gosh. There's like, and then they make the purple kind.
Son is Arc.
That put Zach to sleep like that, man. They had the purple kind and the pink kind. You know, purple kind was like
Pippa, thank you so much.
Arc.
And then Ginger's is Gal. Her youngest son spells Gal. Gal.
So we have the gal and we have the arms. And then what was the other one? We almost could make
Ear,
a whole person.
heart.
The ear, yeah, we can almost make a person here.
Oh, your baby monster.
Yes, the baby bonding room with the smorgasbord of the babies, making them like think of the Transformers, you know, instead of like a car transforming into a giant,
babies in disguise.
right? Like this car transforms into a giant robot. So this would be a mega baby. So you just have one baby, then all of a sudden he does like one of these numbers, and then like 5 more babies come out for the arms, and it's just transforming
You get
into
a baby. You get a baby.
it's just this mega baby person. Woo! And I'm not talking about one giant baby. No, I'm talking about a figure consisting of like thousands of babies.
Oh goodness.
Like Power Ranger style thing where all the babies.
Yes,
Yeah,
a
I've seen
Power Ranger.
Rangers, Kerwin. Yeah.
Power Ranger. Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
Sorry, robots in disguise. I don't know. Wait, that
You
was the
know,
wrong
I
one.
read this wrong, Palmy, because you said RIW and I thought RIP, like rest in peace. I'm like, oh my goodness, I want to make sure my kid's named.
That means rest, infant Willow. Rest. Relax.
Angie, I don't know. Like it's still this fog, you know, just
That's the lack of sleep there.
but the thing is I'm really enjoying it because with Lydia, I had gone through 2 full days of labor, no pausing, because they had me on Pitocin. And then I ended up having a cesarean, and I was in the hospital for 7 days. And I came home and I was exhausted. And so for her first month, all I remember, I remember I remember holding her and loving her and, oh my gosh, I'm a mom. But I don't I'm much more physically able to enjoy Willow. Like I'm tired, but I can actually stand and walk down the stairs and I'm not like crying every time I move. And, you know, I'm exhausted, but I actually had like a postpartum depression night one night. Thank goodness my mom was here. But after 5 hours of Lydia crying because she was had a colic episode for like a week because she was colicky, I was like, I'm gonna throw this baby out the window. Like I just because I was so exhausted.
That's not
my
fun.
mom took her and was like, it's okay, go get some sleep.
I just can't imagine you really saying, I'm going to throw this baby out the window.
It
makes me wonder, like, if I upset Jen that much.
Slept in 3 days and your whole body has been cut off.
Oh, yeah, no, I know. I imagine you saying, I'm so tired. This baby is exhausting. And I really need some sleep. Everything's fine. I'm
Crystal
okay.
said, not a baby potato.
That's what I imagine your freakouts being. Not, I'm gonna throw this baby out the window.
Valerie said Rob spelled Matthew's name wrong on the birth certificate. Well, that's nice. Hi, Irene. Oh, I miss you, Irene.
Man, with the giant world of acronyms now, you gotta be careful with that stuff. Like you don't want the initials to be IDAF, or there's gonna be some explaining to do.
Well, we found out that the reason Lydia was colicky is I wasn't producing enough milk. And so I thought she was being fed, you know, because they were telling me, you know, this amount and this amount, but she wasn't getting fed. And so as soon as we figured that out, it wasn't like true colic. It was, I'm starving. Once she started getting formula, she was like, whew, it was different baby. But it was about probably a good week of that.
Oh my gosh.
And
Yeah, I've never
I felt horrible as a mother because I'm just like, woo!
I've never spewed boob milk in my entire life. I have no idea what that's like. I could not mentally imagine a baby on my boob. I just, nope, give me them bottles. No, yeah. Them suckers were sore for a couple days and then they went away. And I was like, oh.
Hey, Christy. I think I saw Susan. Yeah, Susan. I'm glad to see you, Susan.
Hey, Christy.
So that was the story. I just wanted to share with you guys. And yeah, so the retreat, what I knew went well.
It did. There was some funny moments, that's for sure. What I think what the funniest, like one of the funniest parts of the whole thing, and I know I don't want to make your live run forever, so I'll make it
go
quick.
for it.
But almost every single night at around 10 or 11, you always got your group of smokers, right? We're outside, we're just chit-chatting, and Michael, is his name Michael, the craftably dude? Michael, is that his name?
Yes.
Yes. He's like this vape guy, right? So he's got, I don't know if he has a secret treasure box in his truck or something, because he has all these disposable vapes. Like, you want one? You want to try this?
Disposable vapes?
He does disposable. Where'd that vape go? Do you know where it is?
Hey,
all
Jenny.
These flavors.
Sarah.
And,
hey, Nick
and he was like, do you like strawberry? And I was like,
Hey,
I do. He was like, here, trace. From what I thought he said, it was strawberry ass. And I was like, I don't want strawberry ass. It was strawberry ice. Anyway, that's not even my story. But almost every single night at like 10 o'clock, we're outside like smoking and talking. And somebody says, where's so-and-so? Like it was like Irene once. It was Brandy once. I forget. Somebody was looking for I haven't seen her all day. Then somebody would add in, last time I saw her, she was walking down the road. I hope she made it back. And then someone else said, I thought she was taking a shower. I hope she didn't fall down. And I was like, stop. Stop it, all of you. Quit. But you have to imagine this retreat where we were was like a castle. Like you had to walk through different rooms and it was just huge. But still, people were tripping. Like, I thought I saw her down there looking at the flowers. I don't think she came back. Do we need to investigate? No.
Carol down there?
No. Who? Carol? A Walking Dead joke. Don't look at the flowers. Anyway. But people started worrying about everyone. And then they would look at me like, go find her, Crashly. And so I was like, you want me to go into these people's rooms to see if they're in their beds? Yeah, we're really worried. And I was like, you're talking to the wrong guy. Everyone's fine. Okay. But like, I don't know. It was just so funny. They were thinking, like trying to create this horror story. Like there was this people napper coming up and just taking us and like,
did you find them in the basement when the tornado warning hit?
They were in their bed. And like, I look at the time and I was like, it's like 11. They're sleeping. What's the big deal? I don't know. It's like, I swear, if somebody comes looking for me and I'm upstairs pooping, I'm like, you guys need to calm down. Like the poor person's probably pooping and we're out here yelling her name and stuff. And she's just trying to, do her business. And we're all up in her grill. It was just really funny. Everyone, oh God, it was so much fun. It really was.
My opinion of the location was once you got used to it, it was like really fun.
Yes.
Like, you had to get over the mental block. And then once you got used to, okay, like this, like Tia, I was watching your live and I was cracking up because she's like, I didn't even know where the bathroom was. And I was like, honey, there's a bathroom door right up your room. You're the one in the few rooms that has a bathroom.
No, I think their bed was blocking that other door. So like you had to go in the hallway, but still, Tia, I don't know. But you're right. There is that you can't avoid the weird, awkward phase. But I think once they seen how insanely crazy we all were and that there's just no judgment in what you do unless you call somebody a bad name or
So I'm thinking next time
nobody was like that.
Say, instead of first floor, second floor, third floor, I think we need to be like, if people who need the first floor, great, tell us. But if you need sleep, then tell us you need sleep or you go to bed early, because then we'll put you on the second or third floor.
Girl, I got news for you. After this retreat, walking up and down them crazy steep
Did you lose
stairs,
some weight?
everybody gonna be like, nope, I need to be on the ground floor right now. Or I need an elevator or like one of those weird chairs that you scoot on up.
Weird
Because man,
shit.
yeah, I'll tell you what,
Like a super
I needed, like
slow.
I needed some deodorant so bad because I was so sweaty. And I mean, I stank. I smelled like straight bow, and I knew I needed this deodorant, but it was upstairs in my suitcase. And I'm like, you know what? We about to get real friendly in here because I was not going up them stairs like twice, and I'm done.
Why do you think there were 8-foot tables?
Like I was just about to go get all my stuff and just bring it down there because, like, whew, man, that's like a crazy work.
Hey,
It's just,
Allie.
they're really steep stairs. It's crazy.
Welcome everybody
Yep,
who
pack
just
a
came
backpack
in.
to bring down. Cabins next year, the crafting cruise. What?
Yes, I want to know when the cruise is.
Cabins? Okay, did you hear what I just said about everyone freaking out about people disappearing? Can you imagine if we had cabins in the woods? Isn't that a movie? Is there a movie called Cabin in
Talking
the
about
Woods?
cabins on a ship. The cruise.
Look, if it's the last house on the left, we're all screwed. I don't know what to say. Or if there's somebody that's named Johnny, I don't know, because he's gonna say, "Here's Johnny," and we're gonna be like, "Oh
Hi,
snap!
please.
Here's Johnny." Ro and I will make it 1 year. Well,
Zoe, Willow's fine. It's okay.
if I was there, I would be lost and have to put out. No, because you could holler. I mean, it wasn't like you get lost. Well, I kind of went the wrong way.
You just kind of walk in a circle. Eventually,
Yeah.
the hallway.
I got it after day one. I 2-ish. You know.
Memorized it enough.
Christy,
love-
for that to be considered a dance off, you would actually have to have a chance of winning. And I'm sorry, girl, but I got it in the bag. These twerking skills can do no
Oh,
wrong.
do tell, Crafts and Coffee. You made a few wrong turns. Any interesting thing behind door number 4?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I saw all of my roommates using the bathroom. So like, you know, like you had one job. When you go pee, there's 2 doors, lock them both. They don't, I'm gonna see you peeing. And you think I'm gonna close that door right away and do that awkward thing? Nope. I'm standing right there looking in. You didn't lock the door.
Then they'll learn.
It was just funny because they didn't freak out or anything. Like usually when people accidentally open the door and you're peeing, you're like struggling, like trying to shut the door, cover yourself up. Nope, not us. We're just like, my bad. Sorry.
Okay, what does Jenny mean by her face was in your boobs?
Oh, a couple times. Well, because she was. Why did we do this? She kept saying that she needed a hug or something. So I just did one of these numbers, you know.
Oh,
Because she's a little squirt, you know. Like seriously, she's like something I can produce after eating some Taco Bell. She's like little squirt, and so she's like the perfect, you know, yay bag. So when I hugged her, I just embraced her into my bosoms.
the penthouse, the 3rd floor was a struggle.
Oh my gosh. You know, I don't think I have any room to complain. Y'all 3rd floors, y'all the real MVPs. Woo! But man, I bet that workout feels good though, for real. Are you peeing? Oh, okay. As you slowly close the door. Nope, I left it open. I was like, you should have locked the door. I think at that point we didn't care. But always the door to the hallway where, like, you know, other people from the retreat could walk in, that was always locked, just not the one to our room. So it's like, fine, I'm coming in. I'm gonna sit there, brush my teeth while you pee. I'm gonna do something weird. All you had to do was lock the door.
So I love the white elephant gifts, and I'll tell you why. Because there was a good mash of, or a mix of nice gifts and awkwardly hilarious.
Oh my
And
gosh.
everything in between.
Tell the story. Do it. Or I can if it's weird.
With
for you.
Donnie?
Yes.
Okay. So I think it was like halfway, like we had 35 people. And so what we did is everyone had to buy, well, they didn't have to buy. They had to bring a white elephant gift that had not been used. So it could be anything around your house. Or you could go buy it. It was up to you. And you just wrapped it and you brought it. And
No
so people
theme,
did a
no,
really good job.
no rhyme or reason about the items. Just
Anything. Like they didn't have to be craft related, nothing. So some of the gifts, like Tia explained on her live, she stole a Wonder Woman coffee mug, tumbler mug. Michael actually stole from Lori. I think it was Lori. I'm not sure. The Bob Ross cheetah.
yes. Yep.
Cheetah. What do you call them?
I thought it was a bobblehead.
Chia.
What? What are those things called? Tia, but they grow hair.
Chia pets?
Chia
Yes,
pet.
Bob Ross chia pet.
You know, Tia's
With
just so
bobblehead.
amazing that I just dismissed Chia pet and it's just Tia. Okay, go ahead.
Somebody brought and wrapped. Lori ended up with a tutu with like a headband.
She was so happy.
Yes. So there was a mix. I brought a set of the mini hands. So
Oh my gosh, Ashley
Ashley A, she got the mini hands. And so she would put them in her shirt and she'd be like, mini hands. And then she'd put them down and go, no, these are the real hands this time. Because her hands are so small.
Oh my gosh. I got the pleasure of bonding with her like before the retreat when she creeped me out at the airport. That was funny. I'll tell you about that a different time though.
So
it's funny.
Donnie's gift got stolen. And so because her gift got stolen, she got to go up and pick up another gift. So she picks up this gift. Looks good. She starts unwrapping it. And nobody else knows what it is, okay? And her back's to the room, and even us that could see the gifts couldn't tell what she was holding. And all of a sudden she goes, oh my gosh. And I thought it was like a set of crayons or like that soap you draw on the wall with. Like, who knows? Crashly, do you want to tell them what it was?
She's not kidding. They look like colorful things on a stick. Like, what is this? They were penis suckers.
Flavored.
I didn't know they were flavored.
Strawberry, lemon, lime.
But they looked like they were penises on a stick. They were suckers that you consume. And Donnie was like, oh God, what am I going to do with this? And then somebody offered to trade and she wouldn't trade. And I'm like, you like the penis suckers. I knew it.
And then we joked about how Ashley's mini hands go with it.
And the thing, this was supposed to be something that was like just lying around your house. You weren't supposed to make a special trip. And nobody to this day has fessed up to who brought the penis suckers.
Wasn't me because I brought the mini hands.
Jennifer, you couldn't even say penis a second ago. Anyway, somebody brought them. I swear we asked everybody. Nope, wasn't me. I had my suspicions that it was either Chris or Kel. Only because one of them was looking a little suspicious and they did this cute little laugh and I'd done heard them laugh like 3 times already. And it didn't, I just had my suspicions.
Who was
But I don't
it?
know.
Who told? I wasn't there, so you got to tell me.
Who confessed and who didn't tell me? Who is it?
The delay. I'm waiting. Oh, it's Chris.
Was it Chris? Oh! Oh, man.
Did she
Ain't
just
nobody
have
get
a
away
wig
with
around,
shit.
or did she buy them? And if she bought them, where did you go to buy this?
I knew it because I knew Chris was I knew she was messing with me. Like, oh gosh, because I was like, I even did one of these numbers and she just, I'm like, oh, We had a little staring thing going. I remember it. One of those, like, are you sure? And yeah, I thought maybe that was one of the funniest introductions.
T-Mall's a good little sleuth. She's so sweet.
I had my suspicions about T-Mall too, because she's like super, super sweet, but you kind of get a feeling like maybe she's got like, a dark side or like an ornery side, and it's in there, but I don't know.
Susan, what did you get?
I thought maybe it was Sue too, but no, she said no, and she told me what she brought. I brought the cowbell. It was a customizable cowbell. But still, the gift was supposed to be something you just had around your house. So, like, I don't know what Chris got going on, what kind of party she'd been having at her house, but she got some penis suckers there. But there could have been a bridal shower. It could have been something.
Yeah, S and J, anyone can come. That's actually, we're going to talk as a committee next week on the exact dates. Alumni will have from August 1st to August 31st to sign up. After that, we'll open it up to the public. So those of us who went ahead of time can, oh, you got the perfect man. Susan, how is that working out for you?
I thought Donnie got the sucker. Sorry, never mind. Oh yeah, Jenny was determined to find. She went all like detective on it. She was like interviewing people and like getting all up in their face like this. I questioned a couple, but she was like, Inspector Gadget. But no, it was funny when we were all got there the first night. We all introduced ourselves and we like said our names, where we're from, and I forgot what else. And it was either Chris or Kel. They were like, "Hi, I'm Chris, and my partner is Kel," and we were all like, partner? Oh, snap! That is not what I thought. And then the other ones in the background, sister. We're sisters. And then all of us at the same time, like in unison. Oh, okay.
Well, I could have told you that. I asked the inappropriate question in the Zoom meeting saying, so how do you guys know each other? We're sisters. Okay, that's good.
Then everyone for the rest of the time just kept calling them partners. It was kind of funny. We were like, what? Partners? All right. I mean, rock on. I thought something else, I guess. That was so funny. Oh, I'll be able to go next year. As we going to Ireland to see Rachel. Oh, cool. We need to like.
Well, that's cool, Stephanie.
Yeah, we'll have to FaceTime so I could see that little goober too. I've always wanted to see her chase the cattle or the whatever the big animals are that roam around Ireland. Boars. I don't know. She said she would someday. That would be funny to see. Elk. I don't know what animal it is. Big C and I. Big C and I are partners. Whoop whoop. Like I said, I was like, rock on, cool. I didn't even think anything of it. But like when you have, I thought that they were related. I don't think I knew they were sisters. But like I didn't think it was that. And if it was, cool. It's just like when you think something's one thing for a certain amount of time, and then you're just like, bam, like, oh, I had it all wrong. And then they said, we're sisters. Oh, okay, I didn't have it all wrong. It was just, they went with it too. They're so cool. Everyone was like, it was just so much fun. And that was like one of my favorite parts about the whole retreat is like, we were all so compatible. There were some that were more calm than others.
Hi, Chris, good to see you.
But like, we could all like, poke fun at the whole partner thing. Nobody got it was just fun. I don't know. We didn't make fun of each other, the entire time, but the personality mix, it just melded so nicely. And the venue was so large that we weren't all like compacted into one space, and the tables were like a mile long. So like we had,
you could move around and sit with different groups, and really
enough room. You could probably fit 2 or 3 people, like one on probably 4 people inside these tables, like 2 on both sides.
Mm-hmm.
But so we had space. We weren't, close enough to where we would want to kill each other by the other time. It was a really, really good time, and I just really needed it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I forgot the comment. Steven, where are you going?
Well, guys, it is midnight here, and I have had one long day, so I'm going to close up shop. You okay with that, Ashley?
Yeah, I'm going to go play Fart Night with the kids.
Okay.
But love you, everyone. Kiss Willow for me, please.
I will. Thank you guys so much for all your love and care, and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.
Oh, wait, Jen, can I say one more thing before we end it, or did we already end it? Hey,
go ahead.
So just real quick, tomorrow we're doing the reveal for the Wizard of Oz event with TSA. Come to my live stream tomorrow at 5 Central, 6 Eastern. I just shared it on Instagram. So like be there or be square. It's going to be a huge ordeal. So see you guys tomorrow.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.